Hear ye, people of this town. My name is Shrek, and I've upgraded. Stop that. What's up, dudes and dudes of the internet? My name is Scythe, and we are back again for some more Skyrim Special Edition. I've been busy, as you can plainly see. How y'all doing today, though, folks? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. I will explain our attire in a moment, because otherwise we are going to be heading up to Dragon's Reach. We're at the part of the main quest where we're trying to capture an enemy dragon in Dragon's Reach so that we can get information as to where Alduin is, but we gotta go and head over to the Jarl and stuff like that. However, before we get started with all that, though, folks, we very much appreciate if you would hit that like button and check us out. We are in the dragon armor. So what I ended up doing, I did this in another episode, but ended up finally finding like a couple hours to actually grind up our smithing. So what I would do is go to Whiterun, buy all of the iron that I could, then I would go all the way over to Riften, buy all the iron I could, so on and so forth, back and forth process, and most of all, using all of that iron just to buy, to craft, I mean, out of the smithing, it's one of the building materials, iron shingles or something like that, or the locks or something. I don't know, I forget what it is, but either way, it was very, very cheap because it was pretty much 40 iron would get me a level in our smithing. So now our smithing is sitting on 92. I still had a couple extra iron as well. And then I noticed this. So this is kind of interesting. I kind of forgot about this, but when we go to this perk tree, we have the choice between being able to craft Daedric or Dragon Bone armor. Now, of course, if we ended up investing a secondary perk, we could go for both of them for sure, and improve them a little bit more, make them even stronger. But the whole point is that Dragon Bone, while the game kind of tricks you into thinking that it's light armor, Dragon Bone is actually one of the only sets in the game that actually has both a light and heavy armor, because normally if we weren't using our skill tree mod, it would end up being right there at the top. I'm pretty sure it's like the last one. Even though Daedric armor is technically stronger than this armor, I don't think that we're going to end up gaining in this series, honestly speaking, folks, because it's very, very difficult to attain. Because in order to actually get your hands on the Daedric armor, we have to be a lot higher level in order to spawn Daedric enemies or have shops sell Daedric hearts, because that's the primary resource that you need in order to make the Daedric armor. And it's just, I mean, it's god armor to be sure, but it's not gonna happen. So at least we ended up having a lot of dragon scales. We're able to craft this armor very quickly. It required some ebony ingots, but not really so much. The armor itself is actually, like, I was able to get all legendary, all decked out and everything like that. The sword itself, surprisingly not that much more powerful than our Skyforge sword that we ended up having. It's only like 15 more damage, which does definitely add up. I wanted to make the dragon bow, seeing as we've got like a million arrows and ran out of our bolts for our crossbow, but that's okay. Didn't really, it didn't end up really happening. One thing I do want to show you, this was odd, very, very odd. So with this mod, there's actually this perk where pretty much what it's doing is we can take off our character's helmet, and then all of the armor that we're wearing is increased by 20%. The trade-off is supposed to be that you can rock out without having a helmet on. But as I'm going to show you right here, if we take off our helmet, our armor rating is 329. If we take off our helmet, we're at 308. So it doesn't fully compensate for forged gear. So really, really weird on that one. I need your help to trap a dragon in your palace. Alright, so the quick summary of what's going on here. I knew we were going to run into some issues. He will only end up helping us if we kind of stop the war that's going on between the Rebels and the Imperials, or I don't think it's the Imperials, it's just either way. It's like the army versus the Rebels, and they're all in a war right now, and this guy's all worried because Whiterun is kind of in the middle of it all, and if he ends up making one mistake, well, they're just going to take advantage of that and try to attack the town. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna head on over to the Greybeards in the hopes that they will host a peace council for a temporary truce between them while we're fighting Alduin, which, you know, that's the thing too. Even as we went back there, that was the first time that Jarl ended up hearing that Alduin's back and it's the end of times, right? And no, I didn't forget that the Dawnbreaker sword is off of the cliff right over there. Hello? Old man with a beard and a gnarly voice. That would probably be really, really good for dragon heavy metal. I call it dragon heavy metal because, you know, we're in the medieval times, right? Hello. All right, well, they said that they would end up doing it, thank goodness, because he gave me a little bit of a scare there because suddenly he was all like, oh, we don't meddle in political affairs and stuff like that, but because it has to be done and because Parthipo is on our side, they have no choice but. Now, the thing that's going to be kind of interesting and really, really cool is that for once, we're going to actually do a little bit of off-roading because we have to get over to Windhelm, and then we also have to get Solitude. We do have Solitude, so let's just go do this one right now. That's the thing, Solitude almost always tricks me because of the fact that the icon for it is kind of grayed out in general. Very beautiful town, I do gotta say, like seriously, if only we could actually experience these villages a little bit more so than we have right now, because that's the thing, is these areas are just absolutely breathtaking. You know, this is actually one of my favorite towns too. Ooh, the Oblivion Gate mod. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that it would be in the middle of town. That's pretty crazy, but that was happening during the Oblivion event, right? So still, that was also a really awesome game too. I'm just getting all nostalgic right now. Hello, you, General Caesar Tullius guy, whatever. Okay, this guy's proven to be a little bit difficult. We don't have enough persuasive skill, I'm pretty sure, to get him on our side, but let's just try it anyways. He's pretty much just saying, dragons or no dragons, I don't care, I'm a jerk. Yep, so that one didn't seem to end up working. What about the best time to negotiate is from a position of strength? What's the point in persuading him if one of the other choices is guaranteed gonna get us what we want anyway? Lots of fast traveling today, man alive. I wish that our horse could actually upgrade and stuff, but anyways, get out of the way, weird citizen. So the place that we gotta go is just the town up here. And yeah, I guess it's not really as far as I thought it was. Now, this place is actually a huge impact on the actual game because down there is the docks, and that is actually where we would get to the Dragonborn DLC, like the expansion area, because you have to take one of the ships out to the Morrowind province, or maybe it's not a province, because I think Morrowind's actually destroyed as far as the lore is concerned, because the Morrowind was an island that was around a giant volcano, and the volcano ended up erupting. Very, very cool as far as the lore is concerned, and especially for someone like myself where I grew up with Morrowind, you know? Oh yeah, open cities. And here I was killing time because because I thought we were gonna run into a little bit of a loading screen. This is actually a really cool town, albeit a bit dark. Kind of ends up being the first area where you discover the Dark Brotherhoods. I'm pretty sure there's actually one of the houses up there or something like that. Why are all these stairs destroyed? You'd think that they would fix the ones that are going up to the temple above all else, right? Well, anyways, now we gotta go and talk to this dude. Even though he's kind of like a rebel and rebelling, he still is technically a king and kind of owns this area to himself, right? Ooh, beautiful. So let's see if we can hopefully convince him right away and he's not stuck up. Okay, so he wasn't gonna agree unless we had the other guy agree, which we already did have him agree. So yeah, agree. And now they're gonna sit there all yak, talky. I wanna just look at this because this is just such a beautiful scene right here. And let's get out of here before they grab us in conversation. All right, old dude, I got them all to come up here, so what are you doing? Now, the thing that I was very, very worried about is the fact that both the characters that we actually just talked to, you can join either faction and kind of change the tide of the actual game world a little bit. all it really ends up doing in the long run is kind of changing some of the camps that you can find in game, but still, it's very, very awesome that you actually get to have a choice, because in so many other aspects of the game, it acts like you have a choice, but you don't really have that much. So now we're kind of getting like everybody who's everybody all kind of teaming up. Even it looks like we got Thalmer over here and everything. So this is still really, really cool and exciting. I'm really happy to be here. That guy's got unique bear armor that you can't get anywhere else unless you steal it from him. At least I think so, unless it's like high armor for the storm cloaks or something. You do not have a place at this table, vampire woman. Be gone, please. Are you guys gonna start talking or what? Seriously, I'm sitting here talking to myself for 10 minutes. Oh, even the blades decided to show up, huh? All right. Are you all gonna sit down? Oh, never mind. Only we can sit down. And negotiate? Do we actually have to negotiate? I better save. But yeah, like I was saying, the reason that I was kind of worried there is I wasn't sure if the main quest was going to force us to join one or the other faction, because it's actually an insanely long quest line and has you going to all sorts of different areas to deal with stuff. Okay, this guy's arguing because he doesn't like the Thalmer person either, and you know what? I agree. I like how all of them are playing musical chairs right now and just swapping spots for no reason. So they're all obviously being a bunch of whiny babies here, but the whole point is that they're trying to establish that once this part of the main quest is done, there's just gonna be an all-out war again, thus you can end up still joining either of the factions and completing their quest, because otherwise, yeah, they don't like each other and it's a temporary truce, not actual peace. Okay, so now it's getting a little bit further, and Ulfric, the guy on the right, you know, the bad guy rebel dude, if you can even call him that, is kind of trying to bargain for a town, Markarth, which is, you know, kind of getting advance his positions and stuff like that as far as the lore is concerned. And now they're letting us decide, oh, should he give up should we get Winterhold or Riften? Let's just give him Riften, because Riften is like the poop thief town anyways. All right, now the leader of the Blades is finally stepping in to tell these kindergarteners that, hey, you're all petty and stupid. We're trying to defeat the dragons. Oh, great. We finally get another choice. Ulfric should compensate you. Yeah, sure, because otherwise that guy on the left's starting to get really whiny, saying that we're favoring Ulfric, which... No, we're not. Oh, thank goodness, we're finally done with all that. Now let's save before the game ends up randomly crashing. Talk to this idiot where for some reason we have to learn a shout to call to call a dragon. Aha, teach it to me, you stupid idiot. Uh-oh, the Blades just found out that Parthenax is a Dargan. They don't like the fact that the dragon is in charge of the Greybeards, because the Blades are all about killing all of them. So now we ended up getting the dragon shout to call a dragon down, and I think after the main quest we can actually summon him to kind of go around and kill things, but we'll have to do that in the next episode, everybody. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.